Yo, what up guys? Welcome to the Soups channel. My name is Matthew Ramos. Here is the Venom movie review. I just saw Venom and I'm gonna give my thoughts on it right now. Alright, so starting with the plot. The plot, to be honest, for this movie is probably the worst part of the freaking movie. And this is probably why the critics' ratings were so low for this movie. And yeah, on Rotten Tomatoes it had a 29%, and it's understandable once you watch this movie. But if you're a superhero fan, it's not as bad as the critics say. So just go into it with an open mind and be ready for the weirdest shit ever. So yeah, overall the plot was horrible. Everything about the Life Foundation was horrible. But once Eddie got the symbiote and that relationship took over the movie, it started getting really entertaining. So yeah, the plot was definitely the worst part of the movie. Did not make sense. And it was also very predictable from the trailers. I literally I literally like I knew the entire plot before I even saw the freaking movie. So next, the characters and relationships. So obviously, the best part, the best relationship in this movie is definitely Venom and Eddie. And that relationship is not what you would expect from a typical Venom Eddie relationship. It's very comedic, and they try to do a lot of things with the relationship throughout the film and as it progresses. And once you get to the end of the film, I think the relationship is at a really good place, and it gets you excited for the second Venom movie. The other relationships, like Eddie's girlfriend, him and no her and Eddie, they didn't really have a good relationship. And for Michelle Williams and Tom Hardy, like co-starring together, I feel like she didn't act to her potential. I mean, Michelle Williams is an amazing actress, and I just didn't feel like she was fully committed to like this role that she had in this movie. But for the most part, her role in the story was I was fine with it, and her relationship with Eddie is obviously probably one of the biggest parts of the film, I would say. And it was decent. Like it wasn't crazy. It could have been it could have been way better. That's the thing. But yeah, the relationship with Venom and Eddie is it's not what I expected, but it was very entertaining and comedic, and yeah, it was good. Okay, so the action. The action in this movie is probably the best part, as you guys have probably seen the um, Venom action scene that they released. It's on the Sony YouTube channel, and yeah, the action is probably the best part of this movie for me at least. And like the action sequences are very long, like they're lengthy and they're badass and some good stuff. And the CGI is very good actually. For like for the final battle between Venom and Riot, like that was such a beautiful action sequence. Very badass too. But yeah, the action in this movie was probably my favorite part. And once Eddie got that symbiote, oh my god, the action sequences like were amazing. And um, yeah, probably the best part of the movie. Okay, so right now, I'm gonna say everything that I felt was wrong with Venom. Okay, so definitely the plot. The plot was horrible. That's why the reviews are so bad. But it was still entertaining. Like, the best way I can put it is that this was a completely shit movie, but it was still like so entertaining to watch. And so yeah, the plot was the worst part. Um, the relationship between Eddie and his girlfriend, I don't know her name, could have been so much better. Um, and the villain, like, he wasn't bad, but he wasn't good. Like, I felt like we didn't get to understand the villain enough to even care about him, because the best superhero villains are the ones that you find yourself kind of rooting for in a way. Like Thanos, you understand him, you see like where he's coming from. Killmonger and Heath Ledger's Joker, like the best villains are the ones you understand, and you don't understand anything about Carlton Drake, which is the main villain for Venom. Okay, so everything that Venom got right, and I think that they should carry to the sequel. Okay, so definitely the action. The action and the visual effects were stunning, perfect, and I think the relationship between Venom and Eddie worked really well in this movie. Like, it fit the movie well. Definitely not what I expected, but it still worked for me. And I think by the end of the movie, they have such a good, like, between Venom and Eddie, they have such a good chemistry together. And it's kind of weird to say that because they're both played by the same guy, and one of them like isn't physical. Like, it's all in the head. But definitely, like, takes some getting used to. But once you get used to it, that relationship works really well. It really carried the movie for me. And yeah, so the best parts of Venom were the action sequences, the relationship between Venom and Eddie, and the visual effects. Venom, comic accurate as hell. He looked beautiful. Once he came on the screen, oh, everything just was so much better. So, I'm gonna rate Venom a 7 out of 10. It's a very generous 7, but I feel like if they can get everything that worked from this film and bring it on to the next Venom film with Carnage. But if you want some more information about that, check out the end credit scene that I posted, Venom's end credit scene, in the link below. But yeah, I think that this movie is a 7 out of 10 because there was a lot of things that didn't work, but the things that did work were the things that I found to be most important. And what was I gonna say? My best advice going into Venom is to go into it with an open mind. Don't think about what the critics say, because the only way you're going to be able to form your own opinion is to not think about the negativity that's being shown in this movie. Just go into the movie ready to enjoy a badass superhero film. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. My next video is going to be an end credit scene explained for Venom, and see you guys next time.